Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. Tonight we're looking at the last watch that I borrowed from my brother. And he included this one because I specifically requested that I borrow some tool watches from him. Because I don't really collect a whole lot of tool watches and I wanted to share one with you guys, kind of add some variety to the channel. So let's review this last watch. Alright, so the title of this video kind of gives it away, but the last watch that I borrowed from my brother is a Glycine. I have never seen a Glycine in person, so this is pretty cool. And this piece is all murdered out. Nice. So let's look at the bracelet. This is all black, and it's super solid. We have a fold over here. 2-button release. Everything is milled. And as you can see, everything is still black. That's pretty cool. So I think the DLC coating is the preferable one, and I'm assuming that's what this has. Close that and latch that. We have some branding here. Nice. 4 levels of micro adjustment. Very cool. And looking at the lugs, there's a nice curve right up here. That's pretty cool. Right there. They are not drilled. The case is brushed on top and polished on the side, but being all black like this, the sides almost look brushed as well, but they really aren't. That bracelet fits in there nicely. Everything is just nice and snug. Very cool. Looking at the case back. It's interesting, this watch is so dark. I really have to get it at the right angle or you just can't see anything. But there's the case back. Very cool. Screw down. Some etching on there. Very nice. I have to say, this watch feels like a tank. I mean, this is just absolutely solid. So we have some crown guards here. And this is a screw down crown. So we'll unscrew this. I actually haven't really done anything with this watch yet. It's been sitting in the watch box waiting for this video, so we'll see what happens. We'll try winding it. Oh, that is smooth. Decent amount of resistance. It just feels quality. Nice. And we'll move these hands around. That feels good as well. Very cool. We'll move these to a safe place to set the date. Pop that in. Get it into the date position. In there. Nice. All right, let's see how the date clicks over. Boom. Nice. Immediate switch there. Very cool. And we'll pop the crown back in and screw that down. And looking at the bezel, very cool grip here. That looks great. And the bezel barely goes over the edge of the case, barely at all. It's pretty much aligned with it. We'll see how this bezel operates. Okay. So this is a 60 click bezel, it seems. Zero backplay whatsoever. Very cool. Very solid clicks there. There is no messing around with this bezel, and it doesn't move at all. That is cool. Too far. We'll get this back to the top. There we go. How's the alignment there? Yeah, pretty spot on. And looking at that dial, very cool. I love the Arabic indicators on there. Those look great. I can't wait to see what the lume looks like on this thing. So cool. I love that seconds hand. And the hour hand is interesting. It's kind of like a Mercedes hand, but we got rid of the Mercedes part. Perfect. The date window is nicely framed, and it actually matches the dial. Way to go, Glycine. Perfect. Yeah, this watch is just brutally tough, and it looks great. Alright, the moment that I've been waiting for. Let's check out the lume on this. Okay. Let's go over to a dark location. Oh, okay. It looks like the Arabics aren't loomed at all. I thought maybe around their edges they might be, but it is just the indices, the hands, and that pip. Pretty decent loom. It doesn't look like there's a ton on there. Not sure how long this would last, but I'll bet the hour hand will last a while. Probably the last holdout. Looks pretty cool in the dark though. Very cool. As for the specifications on this watch, the case size is 42 millimeters, which is pretty crazy. It actually doesn't seem that large to me, but I thought it was 40, but it is 42. The case height is 11 millimeters. The lug to lug is 51 millimeters. So this will probably be at home with larger wrists. We'll see what it looks like on mine. The lugs are 22 millimeters. The crystal is sapphire. The crown is screw down. The movement inside this is a GL224. And it has 200 meters of water resistance. Alright, so let me take my Henry London off. And we'll see what it's like to wear the Glycine. Here is my brother's Glycine on my 7-inch wrist. It's a little bit loose on me, so you'll have to kind of ignore that aspect, but it actually doesn't really wear as large as it is on paper. That's pretty crazy. It's definitely larger than my Serica, but really on the wrist, you don't really notice. Interesting. Is it because of its dark color, maybe? Very weird. It looks great, though. This is cool. I just love those indices. So cool. And the 24-hour track on the inside's pretty great. Yep, that looks pretty cool. If you're after a tough, tooly, dark-colored watch, this might be for you. Very cool. So there you have it, the absolute tank of a Glycine watch. It's nice and murdered out. I always appreciate that. But yeah, this is a super tough, great looking watch. Thanks for watching.